who have completed our program and they are ready to make a big step in their life and to go to their local or home high school. And we're very honored to have them with us today, and we're very proud of them. So let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. So we have Shaw, we have Adrian, we have me, and Amy is... Okay, she'll be with us in just a minute. All right, we have a few things we're going to do today, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to have Dr. Ross, who is the principal of the school, speak for you for a little while, okay? So, here we go. Dr. Ross.
Hey, well, good afternoon, Newcomer Academy. Good afternoon. Yeah. Hey, look, I am very glad to be here. I'm very glad that we have 4 students who are making the journey to their home school. One of the things that you have as an advantage is that you are learning English and you also speak another language. That means when you graduate high school, you will have a lot of job opportunities here in the United States. Because employers, even in this time where they're saying we don't have a lot of, they're doing a lot of layoffs, people are losing their jobs, they are still looking for students and workers who can speak both English and another language. So that is a very valuable skill. We want you to do the best you can when you go to your home high school. We'll have a bigger celebration in the spring, but for right now, we're honoring our 4 students who will be leaving us. And let's give them another round of applause for all their work. And I know this is our first year at Granite High School again. So I'd like for you to give your coordinator and your teachers, if they'll stand, a big round of applause for all the work they've been doing. All right, I will turn the time back over to Mr. Stryker, and he will get along with the program.
Great. Okay. So we'd ask that you pay attention to this. Some of your pictures are in here. I don't think everybody's in here, but you should look because you might be in here. Okay? And it talks about all of our students, where they have come from. Your country will be up on the screen. Okay? So see if you can find where your country is on the screen or your picture as we go through this. Mr. Payes, are you ready?
We hope that everyone have a copy. So the district office is making copies, so each of you have one.
What got me running in the heartless mess I'm swimming in? What pain's not illegal on the pool of bliss? So slap me with your hand or kiss me with your softest kiss. Tell me that you love me or that you don't like me now. Tell me you invite me or that you don't want me around. I won't cry over a world that can't change my life. I'll put my money on what lies ahead in paradise. I wanna live in a land called paradise. I wanna go to the valley of the king. I wanna live in a land called paradise. Wanna see the birds fly, I wanna hear the angels sing. I try to do right and live my wife and trade and pray and talk. I can be anywhere, do anything, and a mind full of God. I'm pleased and good and happy and harmony. Now I realize that all we live in a land called paradise. I wanna live in a land called paradise. I wanna go to the valley of the king. I wanna live in a land called paradise. Wanna see the birds fly, I wanna hear the angels. I wanna live in a land called paradise. I wanna go to the valley of the king. I wanna live in a land called paradise. Wanna see the birds fly, I wanna hear the angels sing. I wanna live in a land called paradise. I wanna go to the valley of the king. I wanna live in a land called paradise. Wanna see the birds fly, I wanna hear the angels sing. So many times in life I ask myself, what got me running in the heartlessness I'm swimming in? What pain is not in need or harm in the pool of bliss? So slap me with your hand or kiss me with your softest kiss. Tell me that you love me or that you don't like me now. Tell me you invite me or that you don't want me around. I won't cry over a world that can't change my life. I'll put my money on what lies ahead in paradise. I wanna live in a land called paradise. I wanna go to the valley of the king. I wanna live in a land called paradise. Wanna see the birds fly, I wanna hear the angels sing.
That was great. How about another round of applause for all of you? That was great. I really appreciate, I know we all really appreciate the fact that everybody's paying attention and you're watching and you're listening. That's so important. That's one of the skills that we're trying to teach you all. Okay, when is a good time to talk and when you have to pay attention and when you have to listen. Okay, so we're going to go to the next part of this. And three of us are going to talk about three of the main ideas or themes of the Newcomer Academy. Okay, and I'm going to talk about the first one, and I'm going to talk about courage. And when I was thinking about this, I thought, boy, there's so many things. I said, well, I was thinking to myself, when am I courageous, or when are people courageous? And there really are a lot of times when you have to have courage and be courageous. It's not about fighting. Okay? And you know that I teach the karate class. And some of you have been in that class. And what do I always say? You only use karate for what? Self-defense. You don't go and you don't pick fights. That's not courage. There's nothing like that at all. And so I had a few things that I thought of. It takes a lot of courage to go to a new land. And you are all doing that. You have all come to a new place to live. You are in a different culture than where you were 1 year ago. Think about that. Where were you 1 year ago? You weren't here. You weren't in the United States. Okay, you were in another place. So you came here and you have learned English. You've learned how people who live in this culture interact. You've learned how to ride a bus if you didn't know how to ride a bus. You've learned a lot of things. You've learned computer skills. You've learned so many things. Someday maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll make a list of all the things that you've learned. It's going to be a long list. And it takes courage to do all those things. It really does. You can't be afraid to make mistakes because we all make mistakes. Right? Everybody makes mistakes. So don't be afraid. You have to have courage. Okay? I wrote a few things down because I'm not the most courageous speaker. But you have to have courage to not do things too. So when you have friends that are going to do things like maybe not go to school, or maybe, I don't know, maybe smoke, or things like that, it takes courage to say, you know what, I'm not going to do that. You might not like it, but I'm not going to do that. They put pressure on you to do things, to be like them. And you have to know, when to say, no, I'm not going to do that. And it takes courage to do it. It really does. You have to, and that was one of the things I wanted to say, was the peer pressure. You have to be able to resist having other people tell you, I'm going to go do something, and my mom or my dad wouldn't want me to do that. You don't do it. You tell your friends, no, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. A big one that I see here, and you are getting more and more, having more and more courage, is to speak English. Because when you first come here, it's kind of scary. It's a little frightening to speak another language. Because I remember half of you speak Spanish too, and I speak Spanish. And boy, people would come and would talk Spanish, but what do I say now when you do that? I say, well, you have to talk in English with me. Unless it's an emergency, we're going to talk. But it takes courage to speak in another language too, okay? And you're doing that, you're doing a great job. You show a lot of courage all over. It also takes a lot of courage to forgive people. It takes courage. When someone does something to you that hurts you or you don't like, but to forgive that person for doing that. It takes courage to do that. It's not an easy thing to do. But that's one of the things that in karate we teach too. You don't hold a grudge against somebody. You forgive them. Try to do that. Also, some things that I've heard many of you say, and I'm very happy that you do it, is some people don't want to say, I'm sorry. They don't ever want to say, I'm sorry, or, my mistake. Don't be afraid to say that. It's a good thing to say. If you do something and you know it's not a good thing, say, I'm sorry. Okay? So, and I had one story I wanted to tell about this, because this was when I was in Guatemala. I was there in the Peace Corps, and this was like 1988, so it's before any of the students were born. And I was living in a very rural place, small place, and there were bandits. Does anybody know what a bandit is? Please raise your hand if you know what a bandit is. And in Spanish, it's a ladrón, right? Or someone who has a gun and says, okay, give me your money, right? So that's one like a bandit, okay? And so I was walking home one night, and this was black, very black, dark, no moon, nothing. And so, but I had heard that there might be people around. And it's a little scary sometimes, right? At night, no stars, there's nothing, it's very dark. And so I'm walking down the road and I hear something in the bushes beside me. I hear this kind of noise. And so I did in karate. Like, yeah, right? That's what you do in karate, right? When you're getting ready to fight. And then I thought it was a person. I just reacted. And I heard this. It was a dog. It wasn't a person. Okay? But it's like sometimes you face your fears and you have to have courage. Okay? Or problems or challenges. And one of the things that I want to say for the 4 students who are leaving us, will be at another school next week, is it's a challenge, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You'll do great. And you can call us and you can come back and visit us, as much as you need to, that's fine. But don't be afraid about where you're going, because it's going to be really cool. You're going to see a lot of new people, you're going to see a lot of new places, and you're really going to enjoy it. And my time is up, so I'm going to turn the microphone over to Crystal, because I'm not meeting. Ms. Mafia. Thank you.
I like to move around. I've been in the high schools and I love it. I love it. And you guys will have a great experience. My topic is to have a dream. Martin Luther King actually put Martin Luther King on her internet and I got chills. He's one of my heroes. And he said, I have a dream. A dream is like a vision. You picture yourself being something. So I say to Minai, Minikai, Shaw, Adrian, and all of you, have many dreams. If one dream doesn't work, then you'll have another dream of what you want to be. Because that's why you go to school and you have education. Many of you came from countries that had war, trials, persecution. And you're here in America, and one of the things that Martin Luther King said was, all men are created equal, and we are still fighting that here in America. But never forget that. Never forget what Howard Boehner said. Okay, say it after me. I'm smart.
I'm smart.
I'm awesome.
I'm awesome.
And I'm one of the best.
I'm one of the best.
Okay? And he always dreamed that his children would have the same kind of treatment as everyone. But guess what you need with that? Character. You. Was I talking too loud? No. Okay. Remember, you have character. Okay, I was like, wow, was I talking too loud? Anyway, remember, that's what we have on our beautiful poster that the students did. I love this poster. Our Burmese with a globe and we're holding hands. But you've got to be honest, tell the truth. You've got to be caring and respectful, responsible, be like a family, and just have all those characters. Because if you don't have character, I don't care how rich you are, how much money you have, I would rather have someone with character. Someone that I can really admire. So remember that when you go to school. So is that okay if I love Howard Boehner's here, but can we all stand up for a minute? Okay, everybody stand up. Let's show Mr. Ross. Okay, do you remember it? Okay. I'm number one.
Dreams, dedications are the powerful combination. It goes together. Without dreams, big dreams, and dedications, nothing will work. Coming to school, it takes a lot of dedications to come to school. You have to walk, some of you, ride a bus, cold, it's hot, especially winter, but you're here. That's a lot of work, that's a lot of dedications, okay? I know, with determinations and dreams, you'll make it. You'll make it to graduate high school, go to college, get a good job, okay? You are great. I mean, everywhere I go, they ask me, newcomer students, yeah, they're great. And when we go sing, the singer, when we sing with the parties at the district, I heard everywhere I go, said, newcomers, wow, they're great, they're super. So, we all love you and we're here for you. And you're smart, you can do it. You can make it. Step to success. So if these four can do it, you can do it. Okay? And I know meditation is not, it's not what other people expect from you. It is what you can give to others. Okay? With dedications and dreams, you can go far. And thank you, you guys. We love you.
Thank you. Okay, we'd like to have all the staff come up here at this time, and we're going to award the students with their certificates. Dr. Ross will get them out. I'd like all the staff to come up here so we can all shake their hands as they receive their award, please. All staff, come on up.
Let's go.
We'll start with Sean. Charles, would you come up and please get your certificate from Dr. Ross?
Congratulations.
Nina.
Bravo. Bravo, felicidades.